We all dream of being that
rich.
lifestyle of private jets, fancy cars, and modern mansions. Well, in today's video, I am building a modern mansion in Bloxburg. And at the end, I'm inviting all you guys in to come look around my new luxury home. Behind me is infrastructure. Without further ado, let's crack on. Okie dokie, so since we already have the structure of the house, the first step is colouring. When I think of modern, futuristic, I think lots of woods and white tones. But I also think of tile. You definitely see on such a huge house. Ooh la la, we even get a little balcony out the back around to the front. It's window time.
Yeah, it's rewind time.
I always like to get the windows out the way first, guys, and sneak peek. I've already done the layout. I kind of feel like being a budget queen today. Rather than using modern windows, that $230, I'm not that rich these days.
Not to sound like a millionaire or whatever.
I'm actually gonna use a clear window and with just a tad of resizing. Looks exactly like it for a third of the price. So the front bit here, which is obviously the entryway, and to avoid this drumstick looking pattern, I'll put some pillars in to solidify it. How I'm gonna be clever, the door would be built into the wood. Ta-da! I also want to change this top bit. And can we just talk about how nice it would be to have a house like this? Imagine the parties you could throw, guys. I can invite you all over. Like the video if you want me to have a house party, okay? And I'll invite you all. You know what? I might also align it with LED lights. If you're wondering how to change, like, the brightness, literally just use the color wheel. And whoop, whoop, whoop! Light it up, people. Time for a building hacks with reset. Rather than using windows as windows, use doors. Lots of people forget that doors can work as windows in Bloxburg. And just for an example, I'll put this lamp in here. As you can see, how nice does it actually look having those chunky windows down there? Now, we can't also forget about the garage door. What did I just spell? Giraffe. Garage is quite obviously gonna be here. Guys, do you want to know what show I'm rewatching at the moment? Never Have I Ever. I kid you not, it is the best show I have ever watched. So I suppose we should also put cars as well. A garage without cars is like a Reese's cup without me. I've tried to put the most expensive ones that kind of like go with the house. Why not, while we're here, put some LEDs on these too? And I kind of wish the cars didn't have these lines. Like, they're ruining my aesthetic right now. That line is not the vibe.
It's not the vibe.
But I forgive Bloxburg, it's okay, they're my besties. Up on like these are gonna be bedrooms, I think. Yeah, and wow, that is a fascinating window design. And voila! Chef's kiss. I've done a splendid job, I think. And look at this picture here. They have like a really cool path. Grass is seeping through. So I don't quite yet know how I'm gonna do it. It probably is gonna involve some of this grass and then some tiles too. And the reason they need to be so big is because we hardly want to see the grass. I don't even think we need these stupid little things, but I'm gonna add them anyway. And ow! Oh my gosh, are you okay? Guys, my cat just fell off a bookshelf. Next up, I'm gonna add some bollards. Wait, what are they called? Those light things that they have outside of like Target. A bollard. Oh, I just can't spell. So you've made it in life if you have Target bollards in your garden. And to me, these kind of look like little soldiers with a hat on. Oh my gosh, I was meant to do something. I forgot to do it, guys. Never fear, you can actually pretty easily fix this. I actually wanted, sorry, this probably makes no sense. I actually wanted the front to kind of be part of the pathway. Now, when we put the front gates in, we can have it like proper secure. Look at those doors, double aluminium gates. Oh baby. And then look at the garage one. Since we're now one block back from the Bloxburg street, we can actually put a pool all the way in here. The normal color of the pool is kind of dusty, so I like to make mine bright blue. And doesn't this just look like one of those Brookhaven houses? And with a click of my fingers, I have developed a lovely little lounge area, and I think that's the front of this house done. And blimey, it looks good. And I feel like I should tell you the layout. Hallway, formal lounge, casual lounge, dining, kitchen, garage, hallway, bedroom, bathroom, master bedroom, master bathroom, closet. And this little nugget over here is because these rooms are 2 stories high. Why not start with the 2-story living room? So at risk of being a basic Bloxburg builder,
You're basic.
I am using wooden planks. I'm sorry, but I'm at least gonna make them pine cone, guys, okay? It's not like I'm going full linen visco girl on you. Oh my god, I did not realize how big this room was, guys. Oh my gosh, I'm so dumb. I was meant to put a balcony up here. And can you guys see what I'm gonna do here now? I thought it was a bit amateur to just have the railings, so why not have like a little gallery? Step 2 is adding the chandeliers, because otherwise you beautiful people aren't gonna be able to see any. And there's something so abstractly beautiful about the industrial chandelier. So surprise, surprise.
Surprise,
I'm adding white wall. And on this wall, I'm going to add wallpaper. Oh, yes, amigos. This is much better. So obviously, we're going to have that going all the way down. But I'm going to leave the middle empty so we can add shelves. And then on the actual wall, I want paintings. But since we've already got a decal on here, to add a painting, you have to first add a basic cube. Why did I just talk like an animatronic? Oh, that is going to look divine with some modern art on there. I filled this up with goodies. And I'm such a fan of this gallery. Do you think we should do like a double story one? I honestly think it looks kind of nice.
I look quite pretty.
I'm adding an entertainment center in here, and then the fireplace can be in a different room. We don't need a fireplace in here. So it's not going to be very surprising that I'm putting a TV and books in here. And I love when everything's facing the right way. Do you know what I mean? Like, we don't have to like mess around twisting it. Just click it in the right way. Also, guys, I have some news. Another teacher at my school left. If you haven't been following the story, basically, for one of my classes at school, I've had 3 teachers in 2 months. They keep leaving because they just can't teach. And I'm just like, why are you in a school then? Aside, I think we should have some ginormous plants. I love how they look a bit wild and overgrown because that's all the more realistic. Next up is chairs. So you might expect me, I would honestly just grab a massive round sofa like this and just pop it in here. But I don't feel like doing that today. Instead, I'm grabbing this very large carpet. Now we can actually make kind of what I like to call a triple seating area. So we'll have 1 chair over here. On this side, we're going to have 2 just sitting chairs. Then along the back, we'll have a long arm chair. And with how nice does it look with color? Oh my gosh. The only thing is when you use carpets, why does this look like it's drowning in its hot sand or something? Hot sand? I mean quicksand. The only ones that don't are like these glacier tables. How nice does it look looking over from the gallery as well? Since we've used so many archways, we may as well have one leading from the hallway. Now there is going to be wood on each side. And who is calling me? As I was saying, then in the middle, we're going to have like marble. We actually only need doors going into the garage because everything else is just like so open. I was thinking, why don't we get a little bit like out of my comfort zone? I would not normally be caught dead using such a bold pattern, but today I'm not against it. It's a bit outside the box, but outside the box is where I live. And being symmetrical is key. And then the traditional things that you walk in and find. And I've just got to say, this gap on the stairs is really triggering me. To fix it, you get pillars, and I'm going to connect all of these pillars together. And how much nicer does it look when it's just outlined a little bit? That is going to be the hallway done. Next up, we should do the kitchen and dining room. And kind of want to go for more of a darker kitchen, not to be like scary.
I don't want a cheeseburger. I want your soul.
And this roof part here has actually given me a delicious idea. Why not do like one of those slanted, I think it's called like voltage ceilings or something. I don't know the technical word. But it's basically where you lift like these wedges up to the roof. And as you can see, we have a tiny little gap on the top. That is the easiest fix known to man. Or sorry, known to Bloxburgians. What do we actually call ourselves as Bloxburg players? Is it Bloxburgians? Is it Bloxburgers? Let me know in the comments actually. But would you believe it, guys? Look at my vaulted ceiling. It just helps the rooms look a little bit more seamlessly put together. The dining room is going to be so simple. Like all we need to do is get a dining room table. All we have to do is add the chairs. I'm a sucker for adding armchairs. Some of you guys, when I did this last time, got so angry. There was a comment which was like, Reese's, if you put those chairs one more time, I'm going to slap you up. We've most definitely got to have a table runner. Come on, we're turning this in to the Ritz Hotel. And in the center, I've just put 3 lovely succulents. So the third to last room downstairs, the kitchen. This is where those famous chefs, Gordon Ramsay, Mary Berry, other chefs are going to be cooking. And as you can see, this kitchen is going to end up being humongous. We might actually have to do a double island system, but I'll get to that in a minute. If you're wondering how to decorate the inside of these cabinets, you open them outside of build mode. So I went, hey girly pop, and I was like, open that up. Oh, sorry, just too busy snapping my neck. But once you've done that, then search up tableware and you can freely decorate the inside, and you'd be surprised how much of a difference it makes. Don't ask me why I have 15 coffee machines. I have coffee machines to fill a whole village, which is strange because as some of you may know, I actually hate coffee in real life, unless it's coffee cake. Put anything into a cake and I'll love it. So what I was going on about with that double island system is essentially we're going to have 2 islands. But actually, before I do any of that, I want to get a sink ready. I'm addicted to adding sinks in my counters now. So So yeah, here's our first island. This is going to be for storage. And then this front one here is going to be for eating. And that way, we're just a little bit closer to the dining room because otherwise it would have been way too far. So do you think I could put like armchairs at an island? I know technically these are like the arms. Why do they kind of look like little stools? To decorate this wall a tad, I'm going to put a secondary entrance to the garage. And honestly, you cannot tell me this does not look like a realistic mansion. It's literally a sprawling living space. I'm obsessed with this.
I don't think you understand. I'm obsessed.
So I feel like I need a little break from the inside now. Let's hop outside and let's do the backyard. So I'm a big fan of when the garden wraps all the way around. And this actually makes space for like quite a nice shaped pool. So maybe we'll have the shallow end here and then the deeper ends on each side. Now this is the kind of place I'm talking about, having rubber ducks, rubber unicorns, and even the $9,000 super duck. And I should do backyards more often. Normally I skip over them. I don't know why. But like, I'm never skipping over them again. This is so much fun. So one of the reasons I'm manifesting a mansion for myself in life is because you get to lounge around at the pool. Think about how nice it is on holiday when you're lounging on a pool. And then imagine getting to do that every weekend in your back garden. Over here in the corner is going to be where we put that hot tub. Covered in a cabana. Cabana, ooh-na-na. And then over in this corner, I'm pretty sure I have a sauna. I have 3 saunas. What the hell? And since we've basically spent all my money anyway, let's go and add a barbecue system. Do you know what I feel like I'm on right now, guys? One of those house renovation shows. You know when they take really ugly houses and make them beautiful? Some people on those shows, though, they literally cry because they hate it so much. I feel so bad.
What? Hell to the no. This is disgusting.
Either way, though, I'm finishing it off with some garden tiles. And oh, how cute is this from the back? This house is on fire because it's so good. Next up, let's do the garage, mainly because it takes 2 seconds. I've put the same material as the driveway, you know, so you don't scuff the tires or anything. And since we don't actually have a laundry room in this house, which is surprising because it's so blimmin' huge, I'm gonna make the laundry room in the garage. So if you're curious how to do this, it's not really a building hack. It doesn't look that good, but you get the dryer, you get the washer and stack them upon each other, and then really you just build it in. We've of course got to have that iconic shelf filled with soap. And guys, have you noticed I've been trying to say like a little bit less? Normally in my videos I'm like, oh, I just said it. Normally the way I speak is like, guys, I'm just gonna put like this door here, and like I think I might add some like painting. I don't know what it is when you're talking for such a long period of time, like you just accidentally end up putting filler words. Finally in here we'll just put the little carpets which the cars are gonna rest on. You know you've made it in life when you have 4 cars. That's our lovely little garage done. Well, you've already seen me build 1 living room, so that is done. But I'm going to save that for the tour, which will be coming up very shortly, actually, because I also did the upstairs hallway, which looks beautiful. Alrighty, so it's kind of tradition we'll start off with the master bedroom. I do favour traditional more when it comes to houses. However, I do love a modern bedroom. And if I look up on my little iPad, this looks so funny. I have my iPad like propped up on a lamp. I think I'm going to go with classical Reese's, which is just using the basic rectangular pillows. Although notice, I've made them quite thin today. And then we'll put a messy blanket on the bed. That's nice. Actually, that's different. That's unusual. And to make it even more different and unusual, I'm gonna put a laptop on it so we can watch some Netflix in bed. Next up, I'm gonna add a bench at the end of the bed. And you might be thinking, why not a seating area? Maybe because we're gonna have one over here. We're gonna have like a mini lounge / drawing room. We didn't have space for an office, so I reckon over in this section is where we should put the desk. The kid in me wants to put the royal kids desk, but I'm 17 now. Can't be being silly these days. And we can't forget our little balcony area. So I guess to have like a little sun lounge on here, because the whole point of a master bedroom is to have a little bit of everything that the house has to offer. And I don't want to overfill it, so we're going to leave it at that. And to be honest, the second bedroom can be very similar. Closet wise, oh my gosh, this is my dream closet. This is like the perfect opportunity to use these pre-built closets. Then we'll have one of these little ottomans. And who else, when they go past a mirror, just looks in it like you're Kendall Jenner, the model. Like seriously, I can't help taking a sneaky glance. So we've added a big mirror. And I don't know if I said, but I'm going to be adding a island in here with our last tulip bouquet. Oh my gosh, it's so sad. I'm acting as if I can't plant these in like 2 seconds. I've added this big chandelier. If you're wondering what this is.
What is that? Yeah!
It's not like some rare light. I've just resized the big dangly one. So all we have left is the 2 bathrooms. This is going to be a walk in the park. So normally I'll make the walls white tile and then use brick wall trims. But today I've done the opposite and I'm feeling fabulous about it. We're going to use the barrel bathtub. And then next to it, I kind of like the floating sink shelves. Just above the toilet, we will have toilet paper, believe it or not. I always forget what bathrooms have, even though I spend so much time just sat on the toilet scrolling through TikTok. We do have towels, obviously. And then finally, we can copy and paste that into the final bathroom. And with that, guys, True Reese's modern mansion is mine. And look at all my friends who have come to look around. Okay, guys, just before all of you guys come in with me, I wanted to just look at the outside with a little bit of clear eyesight. So as you first walk up to this house, first of all, we have these really cute doors, like high big doors. And the front of it is just so stunning. So to the left, we have our little pool, which is shallow. So don't jump in or you'll snap your legs. And then we have our little sitting area. I think that this would actually be used so much in a real house. You could just have some nibbles out here. And I can't go over this doorway. Like, how posh is that? It's massive. And then obviously over here is our garage with all of our cars. But I think it's time for you guys to return and us to head inside where everybody seems to be going. So first of all, we have my entryway. Reese's is so good. Thank you, girl with no head. So if we pan around this room, doesn't it just look like paradise? If we really pay attention to detail, we have lots of vases. We obviously have the umbrella and Hoover. Why has this girl robbed my brand new house? Give me my money back. But basically, this just acts as a crossroads, this room. The first room on the left, you guys haven't seen yet, but it is the second living room. So this is for more like less formal events. Like you're gonna sit here maybe of an evening, and as you can see, it's just imitating cozy Christmas vibe. I can't wait to decorate this house with like stockings along the fireplace. And one of my favorite parts about it is these archways that lead into paradise. So I like to consider this a triple whammy room. So this is the informal living room. Oh, technical difficulties. This is basically where you'd have a dance party. Yes, sir, you're right. But no, if we just look at the architecture of this room, and like I said, dance parties, entertainment, anything you want. Everyone here's having a good dance. Let's do this. How are you so good at building? I'm not. This is honestly a pretty mediocre build. You could find it way better somewhere else. Thank you. So next up, we have the dining room. I obviously sit at the head of the table because I'm the boss of this house. And oh my gosh, guys, what is going on with the floor? That is horrible. But yeah, we actually can't sit on these stools, which is a bit of a shame. The kitchen as a whole is pretty damn good. They obviously have lots of people cooking in here. Oh no, not a water place. So this can take me ages to get rid of. Through here is the garage. Do you like my car? Do you want to come with a ride? Oh my gosh, I just crashed my new car into my old car. But if you're wondering, here's an overview of the garage. And that basically sums up the downstairs, apart from the backyard. And can we talk about how good these doors look when they're open? The backyard is honestly heaven on this living earth. First thing we have is a sauna. Come on, guys, let's all get warm in the sauna. Over here's our little barbecue area. Oh my gosh, my chef is already out here cooking me a nice pumpkin mocha. Oh yeah, babes, look at how nice the cabana looks. I'm sorry, I didn't know Britney Spears was in my mansion. Maybe it's her celebrity mansion. We can obviously jump in the pool. Woo! And I love how there's like a little shallow bit. So it's time to head upstairs and away from this floor. I don't know what's going on there. The hallway as a whole is pretty average, but I like how it stretches down here. And obviously we have the overview, which is definitely my favorite part of the whole house. Like you can just look over. What do you mean? In here's the guest bedroom. Oh my gosh! Subscribe to Reese's if you slay. So this is where like the kid would go or the guest, whoever's in the house. And I gotta say, I do like the wardrobe section over here. It's like a mini closet. Oh, and then we have just a bathroom. This is kind of basic, but you do get a good views. And then the second room up here is the bedroom. And this is how a lot of mansions are, guys. They have huge downstairs, and then upstairs will literally be like 2 bedrooms. So this is the main section of the master bedroom. We have like the little drawing room. The closet is bliss. Like I feel like Chanel Oberlin from Scream Queens when I'm in here. And just next door, we have the bathroom as well. Brittany, you're in my bathroom. And finally, guys, the perfect place to end the video on my brand new balcony. Thanks to everyone who watched it, and I'll see you all in the next one.